Oh, how's it going, everybody? We're back for another edition of All In, where I'll pick a rock artist and I'll listen to the entire discography and get my thoughts on it. The rules go kind of like this. The band in question must have 5 or more original studio albums. Cover albums can count. I generally don't talk about live or acoustic albums unless they're original in that form, so here we go. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about Three Doors Down. That's right. And what provoked me to do a video on this is the unfortunate passing of Brad Arnold, the lead singer, the former lead singer of Three Doors Down. So for a while he was fighting cancer, and as of February 7th of this year, he unfortunately lost his life. So we lost him at the young age of 47. So very unfortunate. But yeah, Three Doors Down, they have a total of 6 original studio albums, and it's spanning from The Better Life back in 2000 all the way to Us and the Night in 2016. And like the year 2000, something very special about it. Like a lot of great breakout bands that year. Like this is another one of The Better Life is another one of them highly regarded albums, right up there with like Disturbed's The Sickness and Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory. Like that 2000 was just a damn good year in rock, just period. But anyhow, getting into it, we'll get into the meat of these albums here. So obviously 2000, The Better Life. So here we start off with their breakout, Kryptonite. Then we have Loser, another real popular song, and that one was even like on top 40 charts at one point. You have Duck and Run, Not Enough, another mega hit, Be Like That. That song, yeah, it was all over top 40 also. You have Life of My Own, the title track, Better Life, Down Poison, By My Side, Smack, and we end it with So I Need You. And yeah, just definitely just a good solid album, good debut. I feel like any track off of this could have been a single, honestly. So, moving on from that, we get their sophomore album, Away from the Sun, in 2002. So, I don't have this one on physical, but my mom and dad had it, so I had like a burnt copy of it. So, here we start off with the big song, When I'm Gone. Very good song. We got the title track and hit, Away from the Sun. We have the Rhythm On. All 3 of them, very solid cuts. We have Ticket to Heaven, Running Out of Days, Here Without You, which was very big. We have I Feel You, Dangerous Game, Changes, Going Down in Flames, and we end it with Sarah Yellin'. And yeah, definitely a good follow-up to the first one for sure. So then, moving along to the next one. Oh wait, hold on. Going back, we gotta talk about the bonuses here. So, here we have what they did, This Time, that's actually like a hidden track, like 29 seconds into the 11th track. And then we have, if you get the Japanese edition, Pop Song and This Time, which, obviously back to the hidden track again. And then if you get the deluxe version, you get a lot more. So we have those tracks. We have Long Day. We have a studio version of That Smell by Leonard Skinner. It was a cover. And their original Leonard Skinner cover of that was more known on, I think it's like the 700 Miles live EP. They did a live cover of that there at the end. Which I didn't know there was a studio version until I started looking at bonus tracks on this one. But I think I actually prefer the live version just because, nostalgia purposes. Yeah, that's what it was called. Another 700 Miles, if you want to hear the live version of that. So, moving on to the next one. In 2005, we get 17 Days. And kind of a weird cover with a baby sitting on the Thanksgiving dinner table. Very odd. We have Right Where I Belong. Damn good song there. It's Not Me. Let Me Go. Be Somebody. Landing in London, which features Bob Seger. You have The Real Life, Behind Those Eyes, which was a real good one. Never Will I Break, Father Son, Live for Today, My World, and we end it with Here by Me. And then, of course, if you get, like, bonuses and whatnot, it's all acoustic tracks at the end. And then, moving on from that, we have in 2008, I believe, 2008, we have their self-titled album, Three Doors Down. You know, you got the band logo with all the members standing there, very formal. So here we start off with Train. We have Citizen Soldier. Great song there. It's Not My Time. Very popular song off that album. We have Let Me Be Myself. Pages. It's the only one you've got. Give It To Me. It sounds sexual. These Days. Your Arms Feel Like Home. Runaway. And When It's Over. And we end it with She Don't Want the World. And this album's okay. It's nothing that stands out or anything, but it's not bad. So then, this is where this gets into the era of Three Doors Down that I really didn't know. I sort of stopped really listening to them closely after this album. But we get a few one-offs here and there. So, like, they did an EP called Where My Christmas Lives. So they did a studio track called Where My Christmas Lives. And then basically after that, they did, like, a bunch of acoustics of, like, older tracks there. So then we get to 2011. We get the album called Time of My Life. Which, the artwork, you see, it's got, like, sort of like a big clock tower in the sky with, like, a big bird flying in the sky. Like, it almost looks like the apocalypse. But I didn't know anything from this album at all before I listened to it this past time, so still trying to form an opinion on it, I guess. So we got Time of My Life, title track. When You're Young, Round and Round, and no, that's not a Rat cover. Heaven, Race for the Sun, Back to Me, Every Time You Go, What's Left, On the Run, She Is Love, My Way, and Believer. And, I mean, here again, not a bad album. I just gotta, like, listen to it more, I guess, to get more of an opinion on it. And I'm probably gonna say the same thing about the very last album, too, but we'll mention the Greatest Hits album because there's actually 3 exclusive tracks on that one. So, coming out in 2012, we have One Night, There's a Life, and Goodbyes. They're at the very end as far as new songs go off of that. And then we move on to their final album. We have Us and the Night. And it looks like all the members are like sort of like in the woods. It almost reminds you of like a faraway Blair Witch shot when you look at the album cover here. But obviously I have it on download. I really can't show it here too good. So here we got Unbroken, In the Dark, Still Alive, Believe It, Inside Me, I Don't Want to Know, Pieces of Me, Love's a Lie, Us in the Fight, and Fell from the Moon. And if you got the deluxe, you got Found Me There and Walk Before You Run. And like I said, here again, nothing that really sticks out, but I didn't hate it either. So that's kind of how I feel about that one. So I guess since we're getting to the final part here, ratings. What do I want to rate this? And how am I going to break this up? That's interesting. So, I guess I'm just going to do it as one big era because it's only 6 albums. So, my least favorite, I'm going to say probably the latest one. I'm going to say Time of My Life. I mean, nothing real memorable, but again, I got to listen to it a little more. My favorite, for nostalgia purposes, I definitely got to say The Better Life. Still a damn good album till this day. Held the test of time, I think. And I did forget to mention about the bonus material in that album as well. Like, if you get... Oh, what was it? They did the 20th anniversary edition. So they did, like, you know, like, sessions of, like, the songs. You got there's one called Dead Love, which didn't make the cut. Wasted Me. Man in My Mind. Like, so yeah, there was a few good ones that didn't quite make the cut there. But, yeah, Three Doors Down, it's really a shame about the lead singer, though. But, yeah, definitely worth checking out for sure. So all I gotta say is cancer sucks and rest in peace, Brad Arnold. So next episode we're gonna move on to a band that has a lead singer that keeps switching between two bands. And we've already done a review on the first band that he's in, so stay tuned, find out who it is.